got stranded in Gatlinburg. My roommate left me there. I had no money or nowhere to go, so I got suicidal. I was ready to kill myself.
So imagine having been through all of that, trying to get some help, ending up in a mental health care facility for 3 days only, and then being discharged with nowhere to call home, no one who cares about you.
When I came to KARM, I had just what I was wearing and what I had on. I had nothing else.
She was so vulnerable when she arrived. She had had such a long background of abuse and trauma.
I was given up for adoption at 7 months old. I was in 21 foster homes. When I became 18, I left the foster home and became homeless.
She ages out of foster care, nowhere else to go, and ends up in a series of broken relationships, abusive relationships, that ultimately, years later, leaves her on the streets, broken, destitute.
I walk like I do because of domestic violence. He tried to break my neck, but he injured my spinal cord. He tried to kill me, but he left me for dead for 3 days.
Fortunately, some very smart staff and volunteers saw her very quickly, talked with her, engaged her in conversation very early on, found out who she was and what was going on and where this tragedy was that was in front of them, but they saw potential.
I was angry at the Lord. But since I come to KARM and things have changed, God has come into my heart again and taken over my life. If it wasn't for KARM, I wouldn't be sitting here. I would have been homeless again. I would have had nowhere to go. And I'd probably been depressed and suicidal again, which I very much didn't like.
This shy little wallflower who would have stood at the back and kept her head down and afraid to say anything is full of life and encouragement and excitement. She's got a plan for the future.
When I have a house, I want a big kitchen so I can cook for people. So I can cook for people and bake things and take it to people, give it to people in need.
On days when you would say hello and you maybe got just a minimal response, now she's actually engaging in conversation. The Pam who walked in the door is not the Pam who's with us today.
God's come to mean everything to me. He's my heart and my soul and everything to me. I felt like he let me down. But he didn't. The whole time he was holding me and guiding me. I just didn't know that.